Hello to everyone out there. I'm Poetic Heretic, and today I've decided to try something new in the form of daily astrological forecasts. And so this is an astrological overview for the day of February 3rd, 2022. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. First of all, some good news today, as you can see up here with Mercury in Capricorn, there is an S indicating that it is stationing direct, and that happens later in the day, as you can see here by midnight. So depending on where you are, it may be the following day in some areas, but basically Mercury is stationing direct today. And so things can begin to start moving forward again. We recently had Venus station direct. Now Mercury is stationing direct. But remember, it's not like things begin moving forward all at once, but instead there is now a gradual movement forward. It's like if a train was going backwards on the tracks and then it slows down and then it starts going direct. Well, the moment that it slows to a stop and then starts moving forward again doesn't mean that it's moving at full speed yet. And so we're still going to need to wait another week or two or three, especially as Mercury clears its shadow period, before things can really start moving forward. But at least now they are beginning to move forward. Now, other than that, in terms of the general mood of the day, we have a couple of interesting things going on here. So we have the moon rendezvousing with Neptune in dreamy, watery, mystical Pisces today. And so in addition to the forward movement of Mercury, the sort of forward intellectual communicative movement, there's this very dreamy, mystical, imaginative, perhaps creative energy going on with the moon conjunct Neptune. And it's interesting also when we move this later into the day, we see that that moon, as it moves into a perfect conjunction with Neptune, it in fact sextiles Mercury and continues to move deeper into that sextile with Mercury throughout the day, as if just announcing in the timing mechanism way that the moon often does or is, just announcing that direct station of Mercury and supporting it in a sense. And so we really have that being emphasized today in a fairly strong way. Now, going back to that Mercury station direct for a moment, notice also, of course, that it is stationing direct in a fairly close conjunction with Pluto, still, slowly making its way through Capricorn, where it has been forever. And so as Mercury stations direct conjunct Pluto, this could be like a revisiting of something that was deep and intense from a number of weeks ago, especially roughly early January, around the start of the year, especially any kind of intense like communication or travel or thinking or study, all of these Mercury things, stuff that is deep, that is transformative, maybe in some cases that we don't even necessarily want to look at. There could be some elevated activity around that at this time, or in that area at this time. Now, in addition to that, we have quite the Sun-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius building up now. By 12 p.m. Eastern time, it is technically just under a degree from perfecting, with the Sun at 14 Aquarius 50 and Saturn at 15 Aquarius 48. And so this energetic emphasis is certainly building up right now. And of course, Sun-Saturn conjunction, this is like the lighting up of Saturn things: order, structure, authority, discipline. This can often be a time when like you see some kind of justice being served, or you see oneself having to get into really cracking down on a project or getting more disciplined, bringing more structure into your life, the lighting up of structure, the theme of order and structure in your life in some way, of hard realities and indeed even obstacles and limitations. Saturn is a malefic, and just having the sun conjunct it does not change that at all. So there's a definite lighting up of that. So it's interesting, as Mercury is stationing direct today, there's a lot of activity. There's three main areas of activity, I would say, which is the Mercury station direct conjunct Pluto, the Sun-Saturn conjunction, and the Moon moving through Pisces, conjoining Neptune, and sextiling Mercury as it does so. And one final thing that I would point out about the energy of this day is that if we separate these three things, these three groups again, but this time into two groups, that being the Moon-Neptune conjunction, sextile to Mercury-Pluto conjunction, all of that as one group, and then the Sun-Saturn conjunction as a second group, we see that these areas are not aware of this area. In other words, the stuff that's happening here in Pisces and Capricorn, these things are, in a sense, aware of each other. They are likely connected with each other, but they are not connected with the Sun-Saturn stuff here in Aquarius, nor is the Sun-Saturn connected with the Capricorn or Pisces stuff. So if you're a student of astrology and you understand your own chart and all that, you can, of course, examine, what's going on in your Capricorn house, your Aquarius house, your Pisces house, especially if you use the whole sign house system as I use. So just something else to keep in mind there. Other than that, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. I'll see you next time.